The Halloween Part 1 event has gone live in Pokemon Go, and look what I've got myself right here, a shiny XXL Pumpkaboo. Now, you might be a little confused as to why I have this thing. You'd be right to be confused because this is not a normal spawn during this time, and as you can see, it also has a little hat on, which means it's the costume variant. Most of you probably know that this is in fact my buddy, and that makes this a Zorua. But there's something I want to show you here. As you saw, it was an XXL Pumpkaboo. When we catch this Zorua, which does have increased shiny chances throughout all of the Halloween events, it should be an XXL Zorua, which will be cool. And this is a glitch that they haven't fixed in a while, so let's see if they actually fixed it this time. No, they didn't. This is an XXL Zorua. So if you need help on that XXL badge, just have an XXL Pumpkaboo ready to go, and you'll literally be able to catch every single one of these Zoruas, and they will be guaranteed XXL Pokemon. And it would be really cool to get an XXL shiny of it, so definitely go for it. I do suggest using a shiny XXL Pumpkaboo though, because those are easier to spot outside of just a normal XXL Pumpkaboo. Because during part 2 of the event, we're gonna have those Punkaboos everywhere, and you won't really know what's a Zorua and what's just a normal Pumpkaboo. But that's only if you care about XXL shinies. If you don't, just use whatever you want. And of course, we've got some Halloween-themed timed research to do, so what we have here is the Costume Party Premium Timed Research. This one was gifted to me, and if you want to get it in the shop, I believe it's $2.99, and you get a whole bunch of encounters. What we had to do is catch 10 Pokemon, and then we have to catch 20, 30, then 40, use 10, 20, and 30 berries, and 40 berries even. And then this bottom one here that I've completed was catch 6 different species, and then we have to catch just one more to have 10 different species. And once we're done with all that, we should get all these brand new costume Pokemon. They're mostly only showing up during part 2 of the event, but you get a little early access with this one. There's also the Morepeko onesie premium timed research, which I got for myself, and I believe this one is either $4.99 or $5.99. And you do get Morepeko encounters, I believe, and you also get a Morepeko onesie depending on the path you choose, but we'll dive into that in just a moment. But what I had to do on the top there was catch 5 Pokemon, but now I have to spin 3 Pokestops or gyms and then power up a Pokemon 5 times. But then we also have the Halloween 2024 Spiritomb Challenge. This research is for free, and what you have to do is catch 108 Ghost or Dark type Pokemon, make 108 Nice Throws, make 108 Curveball Throws, collect 1,080 Max Particles, and use 108 berries to help catch Pokemon. You might be curious why it's a whole bunch of 108s. That's the amount of souls that comprise of a Spiritomb, apparently. According to the lore, there's 108 cursed souls inside of it. And I think that every one of these is a Spiritomb, but I could be wrong. I have absolutely no idea. But we're gonna finish all of this today, and we'll see what we get. Now, before we head out on the grind, there is one thing I want to show you that I got just like an hour ago. I don't believe that this just happened. From a balloon, Shiny Shadow Galarian Zigzagoon finally, and it looks so good. But with that being said, let's catch the thing. Luckily, it is a guaranteed catch, but man, I'm just glad that we finally got one of these things. We've done so many, and we get it with a Halloween background. This is our first shiny of the Halloween event, so that's just awesome. Well, let's take a look and see what we got to do here. Yeah, it's not the greatest though when it comes down to IVs. I could already tell by the number on the top, but it is a 448. You know what? I'll take it. It's our first shiny Shadow. Hopefully we'll get the other ones relatively soon, but that is an amazing way to start this event. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Shiny Shadow Galarian Zigzagoon with the Halloween background just looks insanely cool. But now it's time to power up a Pokemon 5 times, and I'm gonna do this Hundo Go-Go because, you know, might as well. I've wanted to power this thing up all the way. And it looks like I completed the Pokecoin research on accident. Not that that's an accident, I wanted to do that. And of course, now we also have ourselves the Research Breakthrough Box, which we got a remote raid task for. Awesome. Well, let's see what we get. A Furfrou. Pretty cool to see it with the background. But now that we've done all that, the Morepeko onesie premium timed research is done. So let's get ourselves the lore. Let's get the Silver Pineapple Berries, and I want to say this is a Morepeko, but maybe I'm wrong. It's loading. It's probably a Morepeko. Come on, game, you got this. Let's get it. Oh no, that was the Pikachu. Very surprising. I did not expect that at all. Well, let's get rid of the Pikachu, but I really thought that was going to be the Morepeko. But the cool thing about this Pikachu is that this is a old Pikachu. I think this was the first ever costume Pikachu we've ever had in Pokemon Go. I don't think it's been around since 2018, so if you didn't get this shiny all the way back then, you need to get it now. And I believe Pichu's coming during part 2 in the 7-kilometer eggs, but this one's not great. You want a 402 as the hundo. But this one right here is a 377. It's not great. You want 402 as the hundo. And the final rewards are 500 dust and 500 XP. Now the professor's gonna be talking, and yeah, now we get to choose our path here. Hangry path or full belly mode. The big difference here is that it just depends on which onesie you want. I'm gonna go with the hangry path because I think that one looks better. As you can see, that's what it looks like. Just to show you, this is what the full belly one looks like, but I don't really like it as much. I really like the hangry mode one, so let's do that. Let's confirm it. And now what we gotta do is catch 25 Pokemon, send 25 gifts to friends, catch 40 Ghost or Dark-type Pokemon, catch 8 different species of Pokemon, feature Buddy 10 times, and earn 1,800 XP. And at the end of it, we get all these encounters. No idea what they are. Could be a whole bunch more costume stuff, or maybe a whole bunch of more Morepekos. I have no clue, to be honest with you, but let's do it. I honestly feel like I can get this one done with before the rest of these ones. Like, the Spiritomb one's probably gonna take the longest, and this one's making pretty decent progress, so we'll probably be done relatively quickly. Found another Zorua here. As I mentioned before, they are shiny boosted, so there's a good chance you can get it, but sadly we didn't here. And I do believe it's boosted in raids as well, so definitely go for it if you don't have one. And as you can see, this one was also XXL, so it wasn't like a coincidence that the first one was. I promise you, it is a really legit trick you can use if you want to get that XXL Platinum medal, but it is pretty awesome that that's actually a thing. And just to really prove it, we got another one here. Luckily, they're decently common, and once this thing transforms into a Zorua, that isn't shiny, unfortunately, it will be an XXL one once we click OK. Yep, there we go. A guaranteed XXL, which is awesome. Found another Clifford. Technically, this would be 2 in a row if we get the shiny, so no, we didn't. Can't complain, though. Again, we got the freaking shiny, which is just so nice. Maybe we can get one more. Got another Clifford right here. Come on. Nope, not it. 161. And I'm sure you've seen that there are Dynamax Ghastlies around, so why not? Let's do it. Honestly, Metagross or Blastoise with Bite would be good. Sadly, this Blastoise doesn't have Bite, but whatever. But you want Dark and Psychic or Ghost, which we don't have any Ghost ones yet, minus Ghastly. And you might want to focus on these because Gigantamax Gengar is coming out soon, so it is worth doing. Plus, you could get a shiny of this thing, which would be pretty awesome. To be fully honest with you, though, I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to Dynamax, but yeah, no, we're not even gonna Dynamax. We just take it out immediately. Not complaining. Love it when that happens. Hopefully we'll see a shiny of this thing. I'd love a shiny Dynamax Ghastly. Items-wise, we didn't really get anything that crazy. We'll just skip this part real quick. And as you can see, there's the items and stuff. I'm not paying 200 for the extras, and not a shiny Ghastly, 679. I don't actually know what the hundo is, but hopefully we got a good one. Hit it with a great curveball throw. I'm sure we're gonna catch it, but if not, at least we have multiple tries. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Ghastly is down. Now let's see what this Ghastly is. 679 is going to be... all right, 11, 15, 12. Not amazing, but a decent one. Yet another Clifford. Come on, buddy. Nope. And 157. Another Clifford. Come on, buddy. Nope. 167. And now we're officially done with the Morepeko onesie premium timed research hangry mode path. Let's see what we get from all these encounters. I don't really know, but oh, there's the Froakie with the hat. Pretty cool. It is also really neat to know that these things can evolve, like all the way into Greninja and stuff, which makes me really want to get a shiny one of these so I can have the black Greninja with the witch hat. I think it would look amazing. And quite frankly, I don't know what a good one is in terms of like the CP, but let's take a look at this one. You want way better. Okay, let's see what the second one gives us. It is Spiritomb, very cool. 862, you want 888. That is the hundo. And good luck. Hopefully you get a blue and purple one, because that would be insane if you do. Our third encounter on the hangry mode is a Sableye. That's kind of fun. And they are boosted shinies because of the Mega, so hopefully you get one of those as well. Looks like we get 3 more encounters. I'm sure one of these is with a Morepeko, but that's cool. I love the Rowlet. I really want to get that shiny like really bad, because I think that one's gonna look really good as well. Honestly though, like all these new ones, the Froakie and the Rowlet just look really solid. I honestly think that the Rowlet is the best though. They put a lot into that one. The Froakie is supposed to have like a cape and stuff, but they decided not to add that sadly, and that's a pretty decent Rowlet. We will hold on to that one. Let's see this one. What are you? Hey, there's the Morepeko. 814. No idea. Absolutely no idea if this is good or not. I'd like a hundo just to say I have one. And in case you're wondering how to get this thing otherwise, you can get it in PvP, I believe, but you can also get it from research, and it's specifically to win 2 raids. It's not the best. Spiritomb is win 3 raids, so yeah, it's unfortunate, but you gotta raid for these things, even though they're not in raids. Doesn't quite make sense, but there we go. Morepekos in the decks, and it is a very interesting Pokemon. And it has this battle-only form thing, which is kind of cool. This Pokemon can change form in battle, and that's what the hangry mode is. As you can see, this is the normal full belly mode, but then there is a hangry mode where it turns all black and purple and stuff like that. But that only happens in Pokemon Go PvP or in Go Rocket battles. It is there too. But let's see what an 814 is. 814 is a 14, 13, 12. So if you want a hundo, you want something a little better than that. And then this last one is gonna be with a tiny Spiritomb. That's kind of fun. And another 862, not a hundo or anything like that. And now for the final rewards, we get the Morepeko onesie hangry form, we get the Poffin, and we get another encounter with a, there we go, another Morepeko. Sadly an 812 though, so this one isn't very good. On the upside, this thing doesn't evolve, and you kind of want PvP IVs on it, obviously, because it is going to be a PvP Pokemon. And you know what, when we catch this thing, we should actually look at the moves, because it does have an exclusive move that only it can get. This one has Charge Beam and Psychic Fangs. Let's just go to the items. Elite Fast TM, it gets Bite, Thunder Shock, and Charge Beam, so I'd imagine Thunder Shock's the best thing. And Elite Charged, it gets Seed Bomb, Outrage, Aura Wheel, that's the exclusive move, and Psychic Fangs. I honestly think that it's either gonna be Seed Bomb or Aura Wheel is what you would want with Psychic Fangs, because Psychic Fangs is pretty good. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's a guaranteed defense drop. But quite frankly, I'm not 100% sure how useful this thing is. But seeing that it's more geared for PvP, I'd imagine it's pretty decent for PvP. Found another Clifford. Let's see what happens, my friend. Let's get it. Nope, it's not it. 177 as well. All right, Sierra, Cliff was good to us today. Could you help us out and get us a Shiny Shadow as well? Nope, not with this one. 98. Yet another Clifford. There's a lot of leaders out today, which is nice, but he didn't bring a Shiny with him. 174. I've been catching a lot of Zoruas as well, hoping to find another Shiny, but sadly it hasn't been happening. We've got a Cliff under this overpass, but this overpass is where we've gotten Shadow Hundos and Shiny Shadows, so maybe this is the spot, but not today it looks like. Yeah, definitely not. And this one's at a basketball stadium, so shiny, right? I mean, I don't know why that would affect anything. Got another Ghastly here, not a shiny one, and a 670. I think the other one was 679, so I imagine this one's worse, but I don't quite remember because that was a little bit ago, but nonetheless, still cool to get more of them. So I think I've calculated this out just right. I think if I claim this, I should hit exactly 1,080 max particles for the day. And in case you want to know how you can get 1,080 in one day instead of having to do it on 2 days, the first thing you have to do is claim the 300 max power for walking 2 kilometers, and then you have to go to 4 brand new power spots, which gives you 120 each, which then brings you to 780, and your limit is 800 a day, but if you walk another 2 kilometers while doing all that, you can claim another 300, and that brings you up to 1,080. So that's how you could do it in one day instead of just doing it over 2 days. We've got 2 Zoruas here. Let's see if one of them turns out to be shiny. Like I've said, I've been catching quite a few of these things, so hopefully we do get the shiny. Oh, never mind, this isn't a Zorua at all. This is just a normal Pumpkaboo. That's hilarious. And then this one's obviously my buddy. Oh well, let's do this Ghastly. Why not? Let's do that. Here's the Ghastly. It ain't shiny, but it's a 690. All right, that one's a little better. Or did I get myself a 697 last time? I don't remember, man. I really should look it up. We'll see how good this one is, though. I have a feeling this one might be all right. Ghastly, buddy, oh pal. Oh, that's much better. Okay, 14, 13, 15. I'll take that. Oh, Sierra. It sure would be swell, but it's not happening. 96. And here's another Sierra. 2 in a row, but no blue for both of them. Oh well. Now I think it's time we actually collect these Spiritombs and see what we get. At least I think we're getting a whole bunch of Spiritombs. I don't know. Number 1 is going to be, I know it's a Morepeko, okay. 813, so we've gotten an 814, an 812, and now an 813. Nowhere close to the hundo, sadly. Let's see what else we get from this. A Frillish, oh joy. Number 3 is the male Frillish. That's a little bit more exciting because we don't have that one spawning in the wild right now. It's just the female. And it looks like we get 3 more encounters. This one's gonna be with a Ghastly. All right, everybody loves a good Ghastly. This one's gonna be with a Sableye. Yet again, it is a boosted hundo, or not hundo, boosted shiny. I wish there was such a thing as a boosted hundo, but those are technically researches and raids. And these are the final rewards: 1,080 Stardust, the same amount of XP, and this should be a Spiritomb, so not a shiny one, and an 857. No hundo this time, but I mean, like a few Halloween events back, these things were just super common in researches. Like it was only catch 18 dark or ghost type Pokemon, and you would get a whole bunch of them. And I got lucky and got the hundo and shinies from that, so that was nice. I don't know if they're ever gonna do that again. Minus Sinnoh. We did get a few encounters during Sinnoh, but I don't know the next time we're ever gonna have a big Spiritomb-like thing happen again. This is one of those Pokemon that they kind of treat like a rare commodity. So this is weird. It looks like Halloween has been canceled. Everything got turned off. Very strange. I'm sure it'll be back, but yeah, that's strange. Well, we're now with Goku, because he wanted to chill for a little bit, and so did I, to be honest. And he is so happy that we're together right now, because, look what I just got! Shiny Zorua.
Happy for you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
There's 2 more. Please don't get another one in front of me.
Wow. 15, 13, 12. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. And XXL. That's my second XXL shiny one of these. Here, he just caught one, though, so will he get it?
No.
No. But that's fine. He's gonna get one. Like, they are boosted, apparently. That is amazing that we got an XXL shiny. And you know what? Later on, we'll evolve this thing. But for now, we're gonna hold off because apparently there are more of them. So let's see if we get a back-to-back. Why not? That'd be funny. And I will also be walking at that point, but we'll see. There we go.
Get the shiny again?
You didn't get the shiny again? Oh, man. Well, it's fine because I'm not gonna get back-to-back. Yeah, see?
Thank God.
That would have been hilarious if I did.
I mean, I would have been so happy for you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You should have heard what he just said. You're never gonna hear it because that's not good for YouTube, but wow. 2 XXL shiny Zoruas. They are boosted. Hopefully, the one finger salute guy to my left will get this thing. I am hopeful he gets it, but man, is it hilarious that we're getting so lucky with this thing.
Hey, guess what?
Yes?
Mine's not shiny.
Oh,
I'm glad I called out a shiny for you, though.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I feel bad. And you know what? He's spackled, though, so I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to call one out before he sees it. Everyone loves Halloween bacon. Like, it's cool to get it, you know? It's weather boosted. Could be a good one. In the end of the day, it's just a fun meme Pokemon. And who knows? Maybe it's a good one. I wouldn't mind it if we got a good one. But let's see what happens with this chunky chunk. It is, well, it's up there. 11, 13, 13. And a shiny Shadow Rolls. Man, this is going extremely well right now. Too bad it doesn't have the Halloween background, but, you know, whatever. Hopefully it'll come back at some point. Don't know why it turned off, though, because, you know, like, the spawns are all good. The researchers are still there. It's just, for some reason, the overworld decided it doesn't want to be all festival anymore. Anywho, though, 101. Oh, wow. 0, 14, 14. That might be a PvP one for the future. And it's a male, though I've already turned... Oh, that sucks, because, yeah, Shadow Glade's actually pretty decent in PvP. Well, we'll see in the future. For now, we'll keep it as a Ralts, but seriously. Honestly, that's not bad. Very happy with that. 12Ks with a star piece going. We're gonna get some good dust and hopefully some good hatches. That's a not bad start, actually. I'll take that. I really do want to get that hundo, so anytime I see one, it's great. And there's a Pawniard. Hopefully this batch will actually have a Sandile in it. The last one didn't, but that's a Dino. Number 4 is a Salandit. How about you? Another Pawniard. Halfway with a Salandit. 6 more chances. Here's hoping. Number 7 is a Larvitar. Honestly, Dino and Larvitar being in these eggs, I don't like that at all, but in the end of the day, it's what they chose to throw in there. But Pancham's okay, and there's a Sandile. Okay. At least we got to see one. Hopefully we'll see more, but there's 2. Okay. And you know what they say, third time's the charm for the shiny. Haha, nope, there you go, Pancham. And then there's this one right here. That's a Pawniard, and that is all of the eggs. Alrighty, doesn't look like any Hundo Sandiles from what I saw, but let's see if there's any more Hundos in here somewhere, but it's looking like, well, we got close with this one, and technically we got the Walmart Hundo on this one. And I think I checked the other one, but this is a male, and this is a male, so no females of those. Oh well, looks like I might be walking soon. I fast caught this one, so I had no idea, but that's great. So that's 3 in about an hour, so we're definitely doing good when it comes down to it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, it's been a great grind, but now it's time for Spotlight Hour. It's Ghastly, Litwick, and Duskull. Nothing too crazy, but we're still gonna have a fun time with it. We're gonna live stream it. He's gotta go, but it's good hanging out, bro.
And I finally got the Shiny Zorua.
He did, literally just like 2 seconds ago, but like, I just didn't think of recording it. Whoops, but he did get one. He did say something really loud too, so I'm glad that that didn't show up on camera either. But anyways, on that note, we're gonna stream for a bit.
Profanities.
Yes, good old profanities. Yeah, on that note, we're gonna do the live stream. I'll see you afterwards. Hey, no way, shiny Duskull. All right, I'll take that. Sadly, no Halloween background, but you know, if it's crashing people's games apparently, then we can't have it in the game right now until they fix it, so can't complain too much. Plus, we got to see it a little earlier today, but 1, 2, and 3. We did get a, oh, speaking of Duskull, we got a second shiny Duskull, so that'll be another one to name on the stream. And who knows, maybe this one's good. It's kind of funny that during the, wasn't it last year where we had this thing as a Spotlight Hour Pokemon? I know we had a calm day for it, but I think it had a Spotlight Hour too. But anyways, we're getting more shinies, so I can't complain. And this one is better, I guess. Well, the stream went really well, and then afterwards I decided to have a dinner with some friends, which was a really nice time. And while I waited for my friends at the restaurant, there was a Ghastly Dynamax battle, and check this Gengar out. We got a 98%. This will be very, very helpful when it comes down to the whole Gigantamax Gengar in the future. It is unfortunate that this one probably will never be able to Gigantamax, but fingers crossed this one will help us get ourselves a good Gigantamax one, and possibly a shiny, which would be insane. I really want that shiny. It looks really good. But now it's time to claim all of these Costume Party premium timed research rewards, and we're gonna get a lot of cool costume Pokemon, so let's dive into it, see what we get. Number 1 is the Vulpix, very cool. I'm happy to say that when it comes down to all the costumes, I really only need to get the Pikachu, the Pichu, and then obviously I need to evolve it into a Raichu. And then I need to get 3 of the Froakie and 3 of the Rowlet, so that's actually a lot to grind for, but that'll be good, because I like a good solid grind. And hopefully it'll pay off. But number 2 here, what are you gonna be? You are going to be the Piplup. I am very, very shocked that this thing does not evolve. Like, you would have thought at this point it could have turned into Primplup and Empoleon, but I don't think it can, which is really unfortunate. I really wish it could. And just to prove it, yeah, it can't. It cannot evolve at this moment, but it's also terrible. Maybe number 3 will be good to us. It's the Pikachu, and not the Hundo, but very close. 396 is up there. I want to say this is like a 93, if not a 96, but I think it's a little too low to be a 96%, but we'll see. For fun, of course, this Pikachu is a 91, I want to say. I think that's a 91%. No, that's a 93. That's a 93, I think. Number 4, what are you? The Drifblim. Okay, so that's cool. cool that that's coming back, and I think that only showed up like once ever, so it's good that they're bringing it back for people. I did get lucky with this one as well. I only had to do a couple remote raids and I ended up getting it. This is the first time it's ever been in research to my knowledge, and it's not the greatest. What's next? What do we got? It's the Pumpkaboo. Pretty fun. 512 CP. I don't know if you could get an XXL or an XXS of this thing, or if it's just the normal size, but let me know in the comments down below which one you got. And what are you, 512? Well, that's pretty decent. 13, 15, 13. We got a decent amount of encounters, which is nice. This one is another Pumpkaboo. Okay, maybe it's all the different sizes. Maybe that's what it is. This one is not the best. Are you another Pumpkaboo? It could be. It is another Pumpkaboo. Intriguing. Doesn't seem like they're fluctuating in size, so maybe you get a couple chances and it's all random. Not exactly sure. What are you gonna be, my friend? You are going to be XXL Pumpkaboo. All right. 523 CP. Don't fight me. Get in your home. There we go. And now we've got the final three. I think we're supposed to get a Gengar with the hat at some point, but that's the Froakie. Pretty cool. And to be honest with you, it's been a while since I caught the other one, so I don't remember how good this one is in comparison. So we'll check the CP and see if it's good or not. This Froakie is, okay, 12, 14, 15. And this one is the Rowlet, which is always great, for 33. I really like this costume. I can't wait to get the shiny. At least I hope I get the shiny, because it's really solid. And just to look at it, it's not great. 13, 11, 11. And now it's time for the final rewards of 2 premium battle passes. We get 5,000 XP and an encounter with a Gengar, not a shiny one, and 1201. This one might put up a bit of a fight, so let's try to catch this thing, but I really like the hat on it. It looks really good. 1, 2, 3. Easy, no fight at all, which is great. And a 1201 is a 1211 14. And you know what? Just for fun, I want to see what the Morepeko looks like when we use it in battle, because I have yet to actually do that. So I know that if I fight the Minun, it's not going to have a lot of moves that'll take me down, unless it has quick attack, which hopefully it won't, but it doesn't. Okay, good. So we can get ourselves to the Aura Wheel real quick. I just want to see what it looks like, but it looks like I have to block an attack real quick because it got there a little faster than me. So now it's going to use Swift. Pretty cool. Probably wouldn't have taken me out, but let's build up a little bit more energy, and then we'll activate this and just see what it looks like. Because again, this is a new mechanic where it'll change forms in battle, which is pretty darn cool. But there we go. Aura Wheel. Didn't really... Okay, there it is. And it changed forms, and now it has the dark type Aura Wheel. So I'm curious, if I use Psychic Fangs, what exactly is going to happen here? Is it going to change back, or is this something that only changes with Aura Wheel? Let's see what happens, though. It does do damage, but then it switches back. Okay, so that's weird. So what if I use Psychic Fangs real quick? Let's just see what happens here. Does Aura Wheel matter, or is it really just that it uses a charge move? Okay, cool. No, it just changes no matter what, which is great. And as you can see, it's now a dark type move with our hangry little guy. I like that a lot. That's actually really freaking cool. So there we go. The dark type Aura Wheel took it out, no problem. And now we're back to the Jolteon, which is great. And then we could just use Psychic Fangs again and change into the Aura Wheel that will do more damage. And plus, it's losing defense when I do this, which is even better. Honestly, I like this mechanic. It's interesting. You kind of have to time it out just right so you could use the right move in the right situation, but this could be really good for PvP. Like, I'm actually very excited for it, even though we apparently vaporized the Jolteon, which is weird, but definitely very interesting. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of that mechanic. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. Did you get any of the timed researches, and did you get anything good from them? Or have you gotten a Shiny Zorua, or anything amazing? Please let me know in those comments down below. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.